about that in a minute. Hold on. Okay, so let's see if we're live now.
Okay, let me go there.
It says it's connected there.
I do not see us live. Okay, I see it now.
We'll be live now.
We live.
Okay, yay. Let me see if you can hear us. And we be live on YouTube too, because it automatically connected to YouTube. So let me see if the YouTube is on here.
It's like a little delay though when I'm looking at my phone.
It's like, supposed to be a delay.
Okay.
What else are we doing? Oh, Instagram.
Friendship episode 306, right? Or is it 307?
Actually, 306 and 307, because this is the part 2.
Okay.
Let me hear us.
So I can't hear us. And you can do the introduction, and then I'll talk about what we're doing. We're about to play a game.
You know we live.
Oh yeah, we is live. Behind the highlight reels. Behind the highlight reels. Y'all see it.
Wait, can you hear us on your screen?
I got mine.
Well, yeah, I hear you on Instagram.
I don't be like the little that little sound thing.
Yeah. Well, we on wait, can you hear? You can hear me on Instagram.
I don't like
myself on YouTube. Oh, never mind. I can hear myself on the speaker in the other room. Because I'm like, who is that talking over there? Okay. Technical difficulties.
I don't like the little, the left side of the screen, how it got us like the thin version.
Because that's Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. Y'all better see us playing around.
Left side of the
screen. Do you like this better, friend?
It got us like the thin version. Okay. I can't. Okay, there it is. Yep, that's fine.
Okay, so we on here for real. Okay, here we go. Because last time it wasn't like this. Last time it was a whole different thing. I think it's because we about to see. Okay. So we live for the friendships episode. So, okay, so this time we're going to be talking about friendships versus enemies. We got a game that Crystal took her time to make. Thank you, friend. And so if you haven't, first of all, this your girl, Theresa.
I'm Crystal.
And we are your co-hosts from Behind the Highlight Reels. And we go live every now and then. But we are doing a game and our episode. So we had one episode that was like way too good. Like too good, so good that we had to make 2 parts to it. So if you haven't, catch episode 306 and 307. Yeah, so 307 dropped yesterday because today is Friday, right? Yep. 307 dropped yesterday. 306 dropped 2 weeks ago because we drop episodes every 2 weeks. But those episodes, we really laid it out. We called some things out. We shared our experiences, our testimony. We said a few names. But it was all in love, but also all in sharing our personal, true experiences so that people would be able to relate and learn from our experiences as well as, we can learn from others' experiences. So today we have a little game. We could jump into the game as soon as I pull it up.
It's called, is your cutoff game strong or on point? So let me just tell you what that means. So if it's on point, that means that you have valid reasons of why you cut said person off. If it's too strong, that means that you ready to jump. You always sitting at the edge of the bridge. You don't get no 2 strikes, 3 strikes you out. You just like, all right, you did something, you're done. You're done. So we're going to see, and we're going to answer these questions too. Is our cutoff game too strong, or do we need to give a little more grace? Or if it's on point and we leaning in our discernment. And y'all see why I'm getting ready. You see this eagle shirt? Just had to. Remember that raggedy post that somebody made homecoming last year had little Aggies up there. So I want y'all to know that I am an eagle and I do rep my Eagles. We got some eagle paraphernalia because your girl done got skinny, So this is a medium, friend.
I know. Congratulations. Okay, so since we talk about friends, we also have to understand that sometimes friends can come from all different types of backgrounds. We come from the wrong backgrounds and the right backgrounds. And, the Lord allows us to make mistakes. So since we're doing it like that, I'm going to have to throw my little A&T stuff on next time since I didn't know we was going to do it like that. So let me share my video, though. How I share video so everybody can watch it. Okay. I'm going to just go ahead and send it to people. Why am I send it to you? All right.
You trying to share it so everybody can see it on live?
I guess I was trying to share this on my phone so I can share to people. But I'm halfway here trying to figure it out. Anyway, so
you just share your screen while you're on StreamYard.
I'm about to share this screen. Hold on. Now let me remember how to do it. There we go. Because, baby, they done changed the stuff up. Which screen is it sharing? Baby, which one is screen 2?
Do you got double screens?
I do have 2 screens.
It should automatically show like highlight around your screen.
Oh, there we go. It didn't highlight, but I got it now. All right, so we're going to do, how do we do it last time? I think it was right here.
Yep.
Here we go. All right, so it's been a while. It has been a while. And let me tell you, this program have really updated their little stuff.
Because they don't even got the true color of the thing. I don't think it's that color. Or am I tripping?
I don't know, friend.
Because I vaguely remember that was purple. The background was purple.
I thought it was too, but who knows? We're going to work with what we got. We got to work with it. All right, so cutoff game is about, you already explained it, if it's strong or on point. So go ahead and talk to us. So you do one and I do one.
Okay. While we are going through these, I want you guys to participate by putting your answers in the comment. Like, I don't know, scissors for like if you cutting them, or the little pen emoji if it's on point, the little point one. Like if you share your location, do that little point thing if it's on point. Or you could just, write cut off or on point. So the first one is, if that person, if they apologize when confronted, but they repeat the same behavior, are you going to cut them off or are you going to get some grace?
So, okay, so I try to put in the comments, cut for cut off, pen for keep them. Okay. So we appreciate apologies. However, I feel like apologies mean nothing if you're not going to change your behavior. So I ain't going to say it, but so many times we're going to have to cut you off.
Yeah, I was going to say it depends on how many times I had to repeat myself. Because, if it's somebody's, sometimes people unintentionally do things and they don't realize. And just because you tell them once, and sometimes even twice, like me, how many times I have to tell my daughter to stop touching my walls or to don't put no empty drink carton in the refrigerator. So it's kind of like little stuff like that. Sometimes you're going to have to continuously like repeat yourself. So I guess it depends on the severity of what they did. If it's something like really minuscule, like, okay, fine, you got some grace. But if it's something like drastic and your behavior is still the same, you go. Cutoff game will be strong. Done.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you make a good point on that, because it depends on who it is. Like if it's my parents, of course, depending on the severity, but like husband, boss, you can only cut but so many people off. But
now you cut your husband off. That's called a divorce.
Okay, yes, that is.
And you can cut your parents.
However, if there is like what you were saying, the severity of it, like what you was talking about, the drink carton, or put the dish in the sink, rinse it off when you put it in the sink. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna divorce my husband because he didn't rinse that dish in the sink.
Yeah.
That type of thing. But if it's I done told you to, stop disrespecting me or stop hitting me or something. Of course, that's not the case, but yes.
For our relationship, you got to go because you only get so much of that. Now, granted, you married, it's different. Like, what is the time length? So you might get about a year, a year or so, and that's with me trying to like put in like let's do some therapy and stuff like that. And if I'm still not being heard, you don't get another year. And but I say that because I ain't never been married, but I know going in mindset, I'm just like, I'm not tolerating a whole bunch of stuff.
Well, at this point, if we can't talk to the Lord and the Lord don't do it, I don't know who he is. Yeah, because if it's something like that much of a disconnect, and we really truly believe that the Lord put us together, then I'm gonna go to the Lord. I'm gonna tell Jesus on you, and I'm gonna pray that the Lord handle you. And then as a wife, you still got to be, do your part.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's a good one. But apologies, thank you. But is it really truly an apology if you ain't really changing the behavior?
Because when you repent, you turn away. That's a true apology. You don't keep living and indulging in the sin that you was doing. So same thing with apology.
Absolutely. All right, let me see the next one. Oh, see, that one look better. Okay, so they say that's just how I am instead of taking accountability. Baby, I feel like these are my people from work. Did you write this because of my story? Because that's what it feel like.
Gone. Like you can't say I hate the excuse. That's just how I am. You supposed to grow. If you are still the same person that you were in your teenage years, you raggedy. Like something got to give. Like you supposed to every year you should be growing. You should not be the same person that you was last year. There's gonna be some little traits or whatever things that you like that's just gonna be like the same. But overall, the way that you think, like even scripture talks about that. When he was, I think it was Paul somewhere in Corinthians. Y'all go look it up. But he was talking about when you about eating the meat of the word and like being on milk. So you're supposed to mature and you're supposed to have a stronger spiritual life. So if you're talking about I did this because that's just how I am, and you're not taking accountability and seeing your faults, you got to go. It ain't you don't get no grace from me because I'm not dealing with that.
And what y'all think? Would you be cutting people off if they like, that's just how I am? Like, instead of taking accountability, because this, like I said, this sounds just like work. And unfortunately, it has been, especially when people back it up, like, oh, well, they're going through so much. That's just how they are. They just always rude to everybody. Yeah, they can be rude to everybody else, but they're gonna be rude to me because I ain't gonna be continuing to take this or talk to that person but so much longer. So yeah, I'm gonna have to cut you off because at the end of the day, you're not about to keep stressing me out.
Yep.
I ain't about to have to deal with your attitude. But I'm gonna pray about it. Because the way the Lord be handling up and snatching up people and stuff.
Exactly.
Especially when I don't try to tag team, because y'all know my struggle with trying to tag team.
Yeah,
like, baby, I don't need your help.
Yeah, this is a single man's tournament. Well, it ain't no tag team.
Yeah, so all right, next one.
Let's see. Did I read the last one or did you read it?
I read the last one. This your turn.
They side with someone who disrespected you and tell you to let it go.
I'm not gonna cut them off for that because there may be a reason that they're telling me to let it go. Because people gonna disrespect you, and they side with someone that disrespects you. Why they siding with them? Are they siding with the disrespect, or are they siding with the principle of what the person said? Because sometimes what the person said may be right. They just didn't say it with the right tone that I had liked.
Yeah. And then therefore you felt disrespected. I was gonna say the same thing because it's just like, back in the day, they'd be like somebody, you in a friend group, and then one set of friends fall out and they expect you to fall out with that person too. And it's just like, no, that was y'all issue. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
Kind of look at it as the same way. And like you said, it depends on what it is. I'm not siding with the disrespect. I'm looking at the situation and the behaviors of all parties involved and look at what had happened to make you feel disrespected, because people have different views on what disrespect is to them. What might be disrespectful for you ain't disrespectful for me. Like how, back in the day, well, ain't even back in the day, because old people still feel this way. Not all old people, but like you go to some churches and they be like, oh, you got your shoulders out. That's disrespectful to come in the house of the Lord like that. I don't look at that as disrespectful. Like,
Right.
first of all, God made Adam and Eve, and they were butt ball naked. So you over here mad about some shoulders, and it was hot dogs and hot pockets out there in the open.
Not hot dogs and hot pockets.
Yeah,
but what if they literally just came to church? They was called into church and they ain't had time to go home.
Exactly.
Like, baby, if it's that bad, get that baby a jacket.
Exactly. Get a little prayer cloth, and depending on your church, we got that in mind. But yeah, so
yeah, some of them churches don't have prayer cloths no more.
Yeah, I seen somebody do that when I visited the church. I was like, what they putting on her leg? And I was like, oh, they trying to say her skirt too short. Go put that little cloth over there on her knees.
Oh yeah, baby. We had the little prayer cloth at Jerusalem, and when they on the ground and stuff in worship and stuff, put a little cloth on you. Make sure you're not just too exposed out there. You don't want to be feeling embarrassed when you in the spirit. But yeah, that's funny. All right, next. They flirt with someone you're dating as a joke. Absolutely cut off, because I almost cussed right there. The Lord has been working on me.
If you too friendly, that's too friendly for me. Because for one, this is like, you're my friend. This is my man. Like, I could say, if you saying like, oh, you look handsome today, that's not flirting. That's just acknowledging how a person look. And it's a friendly gesture. But to downright flirt, oh, you been disrespectful.
Right. And you over there, you look handsome today and doing all the feeling up. No, baby.
Yeah, and you trying to revert me back to my BC time before Christ.
That's why I said, baby, I almost cussed. The devil almost had me for a minute. I had forgot I was delivered. So,
and then I'm gonna be looking at him like, oh, you giggling? It's funny.
And better not be giggling. First of all, it needs to be, if I catch you, then I need to be visualizing him handling it. Like, I need to be catching him handle it, because I don't need to handle it. Because if I have to step in, I'm gonna have some words with you and her. So yeah,
I would love to see like my partner, if that ever happened, which it depends. You gotta know your circle. My group of friends, we don't do that.
Yeah, because
nobody in my friends.
Yeah, somebody that my friend is dating, I don't even see you as.
We don't have
that's my brother.
We don't have the same taste anyway. And even if we did have the same taste, I can acknowledge that, oh girl, you did good. He looked good. And leave it at that, and not being that man trying to flirt and be all stuff like that. Because what? Like, we don't do those type of friendships. So if you got some friendships like that and your friends is flirting with your man, you might want to reevaluate your friendship, because that's disrespectful. Reevaluate before you reevaluate your hand.
I was about to say, now one time we did have the same, because remember the airport?
You talking about the little Nigerian dude?
Mm-hmm. I was like,
I didn't know that you was looking at him. I just happened to come.
Baby, listen, at the end of the day, I got mine. So thank you
like
for stepping in. Let me tell you. Okay, so now we gotta share the story.
Y'all
know. So we was at the airport. We've come back from Japan, right?
Yeah, we come back from Japan.
And so we in there, and y'all know how we are. So me and Crystal talk to anybody when we be out and about. And so this little Nigerian guy came in, and he sat amongst us. And we was having a conversation, and I think, was I giving out gum?
Yeah, but you gotta back it up though, because like they gotta know where I was at. You were Tequila.
Okay, so me and Tequila over there side by side.
I was way on the other side of the airport in that section.
She was not way on the other side, y'all. No, you wasn't.
The same space as y'all, because I walked over there to where y'all was at, because I was charging my.
Oh, you talking about initially? I thought
initially I walked over there. You already, I guess, visually thought he was attractive and stuff like that. So I didn't even see that man.
Yes. So okay, I thought you were talking about when we all started talking
about initially.
So yes, Crystal. Then she walked. The guy sits down across from, because you know how the airport seats face each other. The guy sits down. I'm sitting here. Tequila's sitting here. The guy sits there diagonally. And so kind of in between me and Tequila, but on the opposite that's facing us. Mm-hmm. So then Crystal comes. I don't even know what you was doing. Probably charging your phone or something.
Yeah, I was
so Crystal comes over, and we all start talking, because we was talking anyways. And then we all started talking, me, Crystal, Tequila. So then I had some gum, and I was, because to know me is to know I got gum. And so I was taking out gum for myself. And then my friends who know me very well was like, oh, let me get a piece. And then Crystal was like, let me get one too. And then I looked at this random dude, was like, you want a piece too? Because that was my way to flirt and start a conversation. Then he started laughing and joking or whatever. I don't even know what happened, y'all, but it started where we all was talking towards each other in a group. Next thing I know, me and Tequila turn around, and these two done faced each other, left us completely at the conversation that we started. I was like, I looked at Tequila, she looked at me, and we was just like, oh, well, let me back up and mind my business.
I can't even remember what me and that man was talking about. I know we talked about Japan.
Y'all just was like,
oh yeah, he was going to DC for work. I do remember that because I think he worked in like IT or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, we was having a conversation, and I did realize, like, dang, like, we ain't even talking to friend no more. And we exchanged numbers, and the rest is history because me and him ain't in contact no more. You know, and I thought that was gonna be a good story too, because friend gonna hype you up about a situation. She was like, yeah, you know, because we gonna come back to this day when you get married, and I'm gonna be like, they met at the airport. She done took pictures of us. I just didn't realize.
Yeah, that's me.
Took pictures and sent me pictures afterwards. Like, yeah, I caught y'all in mid-conversation because I just like to photograph moments like this so we can come back to it. And I'm just like, okay, you know, this could be my man. You know, I'm always on it. And child, I think we talked for like a week, maybe 2 weeks at the most, if I'm being. And then that just went down.
Maybe it was a lesson learned. You learned.
I was like, oh, you live in Canada? That ain't enough for me to get on a flight. That ain't nothing but an hour flight. I'll make it happen. We can meet halfway in DC and whatnot.
Girl, that was funny, but you know, hey, again, lesson learned. Definitely interested. And once I see, like I said, baby, y'all was eyes and had not.
It was fine. I ain't even gonna lie. So yeah, that was the one time that we did have, I guess, similar attraction because I was like, you know, he kind of big too, like muscular big. He looked like he could have been on the Seahawks, you know, and he was tall, got a little deep Nigerian voice, you know. He was cute. I give him that. You were cute. You know, come across this.
But that's what I said. As soon as I seen that was friends, I was like, okay, I'm in here taking pictures for her. Like, but that's me all day. But yeah, if you even a friend that I think would even do that, one, you probably not my friend. You probably an associate or something that just happened to be around, and you definitely not about to be around me and mine.
Exactly. So, keep a cousin face at the house. Remember Soul Food? Cousin face at the house.
Yes. Lord. All right. They're bad at, I'm talking about mechanics. They're bad at communication, but consistent with their actions.
I'm not cutting you off.
Yes. Because we're all bad at communication at some point. Because everybody don't communicate the same. So I got to learn how to communicate with you. You got to learn to communicate with me. So,
and the word said, you know them by their fruits. Fruits is action. And if your fruit is showing me that you are a good person, but you just not communicating verbally, you can't articulate yourself in a way to match your fruits, we can work on that. Because the main thing is your actions, because what they say, actions speak louder than words. Your actions is what's showing this is who you are, this is how you feel. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah, me too. We gonna learn together. So God. They love you. Oh no, that ain't my part. Go ahead, girl.
They love you, but don't always understand your boundaries yet. I'm
gonna keep you for a little bit because, well, if it's relationships, I'm gonna keep you for a little bit because you got to learn me anyways. But it's the same thing for like friendship too, because you have to learn me. And then after a while, like 6 years in. What you mean you don't understand my boundaries? Especially if I haven't been moving the goalposts. It's been the same boundary. Yeah. Like, I don't understand. But yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the timeline for me too. Because it's a time frame that you're gonna get to learn my boundaries because I feel like at our big age, you are 100% aware of what you're doing. And if I've already communicated my boundaries and I reestablished my boundaries with you in said situation, at that point, you don't care and you don't respect me. So you got to go.
Unfortunately.
Well, that's NC. Bye, 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 bye. Don't want to be.
My album right there.
Yeah, listen. What was that? No strings attached.
Okay. They don't respond. Is it my turn or your turn?
It's your turn.
Okay, they don't respond to your text for days, but they active on social media.
Oh, you got to go, because I take that personal. Because you're not gonna tell me your phone in your hand, and I see you active and you online, and you can't respond to my text message. Like, bruh, first of all, it's showing me that you don't know how to prioritize. Because if I'm your woman or I'm your friend, okay, wait, friendships are relationships, because that's where we got. If it's relationships, you getting cut off. If it's friendships, sometimes you just don't have the bandwidth for your friends. I'm just being real. Sometimes you might just wanna, scroll through Instagram or social media, but you don't feel like talking to nobody. And I get you probably have that same mindset if you're in a relationship, but
because it's a whole different thing for a romantic relationship. You already, because what we go back to the first one, the last one, you already know that's a boundary. Those are expectations of, because days, because we're not in a relationship. If we're in a romantic relationship, I want to talk to my man every day. What you mean?
Yeah.
Days. So yeah, we got to be talking about friendship. Because friendships, we may not talk every day.
Yeah.
But I see a little green bubble. But also, just because your thing say green or you're online don't mean you really are online.
Yeah, that's true.
That's one thing. But yeah, it got to be friendship, because
it depends on friendship too. Because if it said don't respond to your text, how long are you going? Because I get we have our days, right, where you just depleted. You don't have anything to pour into nobody. And maybe you just being on social media is just your time to decompress. So if it's been days, and especially like I'm checking on you, I'm trying to make sure you're good.
Yeah.
And I might have to take a step back. I'm not gonna say I cut you off all the way. I'm gonna take a step back and I'm gonna let you know, because I feel like as friends, associates, you gone. But as friends, we should be able to support each other. And I get sometimes you isolate yourself, and I know that isolation comes from the enemy. Now, depends. Let me back up here, because the Lord went and isolated himself and went to pray. So it depends on what is causing you to go into isolation, because not all isolation is good. Jesus had productive isolation. So if yours is just not productive isolation, and I'm genuinely worried about you, I might have to take a step back to let you figure out yourself and your situation. And because I'm also affected too. I know I'm not the person that's actually going through it, but I care about you. So what you're going through affects me as well to a degree. And then or if you just if I'm just reaching out to you, it's been days and we got something important we got to talk about, and you just not responding, then I'm gonna be pissed off.
Yeah. And you got to know your friends too, because for example, Chanel, I know I had talked about her before, but this is a perfect example. She gonna be on social media. She may be sending me stuff, but she don't respond to my text. So depending upon what it is, if it's important, I'ma just call.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if it's something I was like, hey girl, how you doing? Whatever, or something that's not vital, then she'll respond when she get there, because I do the same thing for her. But if it's something important, like if it was you and I, and it's hey, we got this this live, and I ain't heard from you, and I see you on social media and stuff, yeah, I'm gonna be like, Crystal, ma'am.
But we had a conversation about that, because I said I was gonna do better with just at least reacting to whatever you said, because my mindset was, okay, this is what you said we doing, or we got to do this. I'm accepting it in my mind. I'm okay, bet we're gonna do this. And I just leave it at that, versus saying confirmation that I looked at it. So I'm the one that sometimes forget to confirm within the messages. So like she said, know your friends. And we had a conversation. So now I start, how you said with the little live, I hit the little heart button, so she knows that I received it, and I confirm.
Right. Because I'd be like, hold on, did they get it? Did they get it? Because the way technology be nowadays.
Because my signal was acting crazy at work.
Yeah. Or because I'll respond in my head.
Yeah.
And look, and I'd be like, oh dang. My trainer, I definitely thought I had told him I was coming on Wednesday, because I had stopped going on Wednesdays. Well, my little work situation switched up, so I had Wednesdays available now. Baby, I popped up there on Wednesday, and I'm like, where he at? Because I forgot in my mind, I had told him that I was coming, but when I look back at the messages, I had. Oh. Yeah, so it is important to make sure that, you know, our responses go from our minds to the thing, even if it's just a little, like you said, acknowledgement. But we ain't gonna cut you off. It's your turn, mine.
I think it's yours.
Okay. They never ask how you're doing, but expect emotional support from you.
Go on, baby, you're gone.
I have, so some people, I know who they are. And as much as I be like, they gone, I have had experiences with people that's like that, where they call, I know I'm not going to be able to get nothing in. Like, they're not, even though they may be saying, how you doing? What's going on over there? It ain't really what's going on. You only called me because you're going through something and you want me to support you in it. And some people, because of our relationship and our closeness, I've had to just accept that of them. And that also means that when they call, I don't always answer either, because I'm not in that position, or I'm just not in the mood.
Yeah.
So, but and I had to talk to the Lord about that one, because go back to Savior Complex, I was doing it a lot, but He don't want me to do it for everybody. There may be one person that He's like, you are to pour into them as I continue to pour into you, because that's your assignment. But baby, everybody's not your assignment.
Nope. So that's what I was just about to say, because I was like, I know I did my little Justin Timberlake Gone redemption song, but I guess it do too, because like you said, Lord, you at some point in time in your walk with Christ, you'll start to figure out, if not initially, you'll start to figure out like what's an assignment and actually not. So if it is your assignment, we over here, we're trying to walk in obedience, because you know that's what the Lord tells us to do. So if it's an assignment, then I will suck it up. It hurts me personally, because I'm like, bruh, I got feelings too. I'm going through stuff too. Like, I don't like to feel used. I don't, but I have to come to the realization that everybody uses everybody. You're going to be used, and you're going to be a user in some form, fashion in your life. It might not be negatively using somebody, but you're going to be used, and you're going to use somebody. And that's just how it is. Like serving, we have to come from a heart posture of servitude. Jesus was a servant. We got to serve too. So if that person calling and they ain't checking on you to see how you doing it, and you know that they always call you when they need some money, you don't hear from them no other time. But as soon as they need some money, they hit you up. I mean, if that's your assignment, you just gonna have to run them that money.
You better talk to the Lord first to make sure, because the Lord is not gonna have.
See, remember I said, if that's your assignment, you already in talks with the Lord. But yeah, you know, additional details like that.
Yeah, that assignment for enabling people ain't always. He ain't say every time. He don't want you to enable the Lord is Jehovah Jireh. He said He the provider, not me. So I ain't gonna be assigned to drop no coins for you all the time.
Yeah, that's true. Listen to friend.
Especially I keep thinking about that. So what they say, Destiny's Child.
Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my bills?
What is it? No. So acting like I ain't never said yes or something. Dang it, what's this song? I think it's no.
I don't know.
I'm gonna come back to it, because it's a Destiny's Child song, and it was like something about every time I say no, you act like I ain't never said yes. It's something like that, but it's Destiny's Child. I think it's the same album, but yeah, I'm gonna come back to it. Is this the last one?
That might be
the last. That's the last one. All right, so now let me remove so y'all don't see my screen back there. Oh, put us back to how you like it. Okay, so that was our last one. As you see, Crystal be cut off shorty a lot more. I think it's good though, because at the end of the day, we really have to make sure that we go to God to see when we're supposed to cut people off, because you don't want to cut people off prematurely, like you said, because it's your assignment. But everybody ain't your assignment.
And sometimes too, cutting people off prematurely, God uses other people to grow you.
Mm-hmm.
So you might be cutting somebody off too soon, and God is using that person to develop something in you that He's trying to get you to overcome or obtain. So, you know, honestly, when it boils down to it, you really just got to keep God in a loop of what's going on. It's no, I got this on my own, let me figure this out. It's literally, all right, God, you see what your child doing, your son and your daughter is doing. How you want me to handle this situation? You want me to get them? You won't get them. Like, what you want me to do?
Yeah. And definitely remember, sometimes when the Lord is quiet, it ain't because He ain't answering you. It's because He gave you your answer already. You just ain't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Because I know I've been that, so in dating past relationships and stuff, I've been the whole, Lord, I don't know. You may want me, give me a sign. And He like, how many more signs I got to give you, daughter?
Y'all.
I done gave you sign after sign. I done said, Lord, let the grass be having morning dew and the little wool be dry, and He'll do it. I'm like, oh, let the wool be wet and the grass be dry, and He'll do it. And then you like, Lord, let the wool stand up on the sheep again. And He like,
see, I have an imbalance because I have moments where I do that, but then I have moments where I'm like, well, Lord, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this and cut this person off. And if they're supposed to be in my life, you're gonna bring them back.
That is funny. Or I've been the opposite. I've been like, Lord, if they ain't supposed to be in my life, take them out. But you know what? The Lord be answering real quick on them for relationships.
Yeah.
I'd be like, Lord, remove them. And then literally, it never fails. It will be the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes not even the next day, but within 24 hours, I will receive some type of text message, phone call, or we'll have an argument. And it literally will not make sense.
And I
Like
think
what you're saying don't make sense.
Before we
It don't.
And I think too, sometimes we know before we ask that, which is why we ask that. Because that's something done. I feel something in my spirit that got me. Now, granted, like I know we do our overall prayers, like, you know, God, this ain't for me. Go ahead, take this out, remove everybody out of my life that's not conducive to me getting closer to you. But when we actually in that situation and we say that, usually we feel something in our spirit that's just like, something ain't right. Let me ask the Lord, let Him step in and be the confirmation to what I'm already somewhat feeling. I got an inkling about.
Right. I ain't gonna lie, for mine, it was literally, I don't have the courage to cut off some people, or I haven't in the past had the courage to cut off some people because I was like, but I like them. I don't like X, Y, and Z about them. I know it's not gonna work. I know this ain't my husband, but I'm enjoying this. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm enjoying having a person here.
Mm-hmm.
And so that, but I mean, thank God He has given me more courage and strength and abilities to cut. So
who got it? OT Genesis? Cut it.
Girl. So, all right. So that was our game. And for y'all, so thank you for the viewers that have paid attention. But also, if you are checking out the replay, go ahead and put your little cuts in your pens. I want to see if y'all have the same thoughts that we have. And if you have a different perspective than what we said, let us know, because we don't know everything. We're not right about it all.
I like to learn. I like to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Need your seed.
Right. So, and then what else we got for the friends? Our next episode, first of all, check out episode 306 and 07. It's on YouTube, podcast, Apple Podcast, anywhere podcasts are streaming, Spotify, Apple Music. Friend, did you know we're on Amazon Music too?
You told me that.
Yeah, and then we on Pandora Music. I haven't figured out how to get to that one though. Yeah, but we on there too. And some other stuff that I ain't never heard of, but people that know that stuff, they know it. But we on everything.
Social media page so you can know what's going on. Like our YouTube page. Share it. Sharing is caring. We learned that in kindergarten. Sharing is caring. These videos might can help somebody else. Or the comments from the viewers that's watching, like Theresa said earlier, could help us. So sharing is caring. Grow together.
Absolutely. So before we leave, friend, anything you want to say? I was gonna ask for shout outs, but I thought you was gonna say something about them dirty birds over there.
Oh yeah, so shout out to Product of Grace, because I be doing my my small businesses, my Black owned businesses, and my Christian paraphernalia. So y'all gonna see a lot more, especially like when we start recording season 4. I actually saved the cards and follow social medias this time, so I can
know that's right.
people. But this is Products of Grace, and you see the excellence. It says God Family Eagles. And
I love the first two. That is so great. So Products of who?
Product of Grace. And you got to learn the last one, because
Product of Grace.
The scripture said, they that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall, go ahead.
No. I'm trying to wait for you to say Eagles, because he didn't say dirty Eagles.
So he said Eagles in here.
We ain't say no dirty Eagles. So, okay. So, I don't think he had no
throw pearls to the dogs. Is she a dog? No, throw your pearls to the swine. Oh, the dog goes back and eat his own vomit. Yeah, you a dog.
Look at you, was like, I'm gonna find something else. Lord, so I'm gonna go check them out. Grace, dang it, what'd you say? Products of Grace.
Yes, I'll send it to you.
Grace. Let me write that down.
She got this one
shirt. You gotta go tag them on there.
Yeah, and she got this one shirt I can't wait to wear that I bought. It was like, God, I love your children, but they be getting on my nerves sometimes.
Okay, I got so many shirts that I should wear my other shirt. I had one the other day. It said "Make Heaven Crowded," and I was like, "No, for real."
Yeah, we need to be in there like we was on that train in Japan. We need to be arms to arms, shoulder to shoulder.
Listen, okay, but and if you have any, I don't have no shout outs for now, but the Lord, because the Lord really been doing his big things. So,
yes, he did.
And really been moving. And when I tell y'all, okay, look, trust in the Lord. And I mean, like, to handle everything, loose your control, because you ain't got control anyways. And when you keep your own control, baby, it's going to make you frustrated and stressed. So trust in the Lord in all your heart, with all your heart. And then, yeah, y'all just watch yourself. That's it. Or listen to the podcast. You ain't got to watch it on YouTube. You can listen to it on your way to work, on the way home. You can listen at work, share it to somebody, like Chris said, all the things. It don't take but so much. But that's it. That's all my little shout outs and announcements.
So we see y'all next time. Bye.
We got to do more of them too.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.